What up, Lakers family? Coming back to you with another recap after the Lakers beat the Portland Trail Blazers game 3 of the first round playoff series. So the Lakers lead the series now 2-1, and we took we took control of this game as we were supposed to do. As everybody was saying, the Blazers, yeah, they are a dangerous team, and this, that, and the third. We still have displayed that we are the best team in the league the whole during the whole season, especially the season before the stoppage. We showed how dominant we truly are. So as good as the Portland Trail Blazers offense is, as long as we play right, stick to our fundamentals, we'll easily just beat this team. And we really should be up 3-0 right now. If it wasn't for some questionable coaching that first game and guys just missing every single three that they took. But this game, it started out a little sluggish. I feel like the Portland Bigs, they kind of get off to a good start, moving their feet, stuff like that. But as the game progresses, you can tell how tired the Blazers big men become. My cousin Mario pointed that out to me. He said that Portland big men, they look gassed and tired, and which is a good point because they're constantly having to run around. Not only are they having to chase LeBron or whoever Caruso is on pick and rolls, they have to contend with Anthony Davis, the foot speed of Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis is not your average slow. Fleet of foot big man. He's going to make you work. He's going to make you move your feet. So there's a lot of trying to keep up with him. And you can just tell that they're completely out of it come third, fourth quarter. And as you can see, as y'all saw, Anthony Davis completely turned it on second half. Just flipped the switch, hit another gear. And the Portland big men had no answer at all. They were doing a better job on him defensively first half, nudging him, bumping him around, stuff like that. But second half, it was a totally different story. And this is two great games in a row from Anthony Davis, proving to the doubters about his toughness. Especially in this game alone, he showed you how he took a beating first half and just deflected it off second half, and became beast mode, basically. Great all-around stat line from him. 29 points, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 11 rebounds. He's just not a one-way player. He does it all. What is it that he can't do? There was one play where Damian Lillard tried to go up for one of his patented tomahawk dunks. Anthony Davis wasn't having none of it. I mean, he went up with both hands and stuffed it right at the rim. And just an amazing block. It shows you the true athleticism and the defensive capabilities that he possesses. Also, there was a sequence in the fourth where Anthony Davis just hit a couple of mid-ranges in a row. It was like 3 of them back to back. He was just cooking. I'm like, oh, okay, he feeling it now. It's over with. It's over with. They have no answer. It is over. Just step back and you name it. Great game, Anthony Davis. LeBron James. For all the doubters out there who still was saying, oh, he's old, he's looking washed, Father Time is finally caught up, stuff like that. He just proved y'all wrong tonight. He proved y'all wrong tonight. The guy, to me, he had his first good game since, I think it was the Clippers we played in the bubble. He had his first Herculean, Superman type of game that we're accustomed to seeing from LeBron James tonight. Just look at these crazy numbers, man. 38 points, 8 assists, 2 steals, 12 rebounds, 4 of 8 from the three-point line. I mean, dude had it going. 12 of 17 from the free throw line. which is great, especially for him. You know, he seemed like he had the free throw demons in his head lately. The beginning of like the first half, he did go on a stretch of like missing 4 or 5 free throws in a row, but he quickly knocked the rust off and he took control of that. He took care of that, especially in the second half. He started knocking down his free throws. So kudos to that. Kudos to LeBron working on that and fixing that area. And we needed to see that as Laker Nation, and we needed LeBron just to kind of shut up some of the naysayers about stuff like that. And it was a pleasant sight for me as well to see it, because I love aggressive LeBron. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the all around, you know, playmaking, things of that nature, setting up teammates, picking your spots, but I still want to see you take over games, especially when you have a team. You know, you basically are stepping on their throat, and you need to just kind of just knock them out of their misery. Go ahead, just turn the switch up, knock them out. The Blazers, to me, they have a fool's gold type of offense. Yes, it's very high octane, but it's very Damian Lillard and to some degree McCollum centric. So, and they every now and then Melo might get it going, but it's mainly those two. So they thrive off of deep range shooting, which Charles Barkley always used to say, jump shooting teams like that, really, they rarely last long, unless you're like the Golden State Warriors and you have these top flight shooters of all time. Other than that, if you're a jump shooting team, it's kind of hard to bank on that consistently in the playoffs. So when you really get up in them and you force them to just, that's all they have is just to jack up deep threes, they're kind of at a complete disadvantage. They don't know what to do when that's not working for them. You can tell, like tonight, their whole offense started looking lost. When Damian Lillard became quiet because of the great defensive schemes Frank Vogel once again implemented, the rest of the team just didn't know what to do. Just, all right, well, you know, what do I do next? Do I go here? They didn't know what to do. Lillard, yes, he's playing with a fractured finger, but to me, that's no excuse now because he came out guns blazing, especially first half. He was first quarter particularly. He looked like he had no issues with that finger at all because he was shooting great and ball handling great. So yeah, you're gonna still have some haters saying, "Oh well, it was because of his finger." No, well, first of all, if y'all remember, Kobe dislocated his finger plenty of times in the playoffs, popped it right back into place, and kept playing. So, I mean, I understand different people have different pain tolerance, but Kobe showed you it can be done. And Lillard was performing okay. He was performing really well before we just started locking down and honing down on defense and just completely just making him quiet. Yes, he got a couple of ticky-tack three-point, fouls, where he goes up from the top and tries to throw his body into somebody and get a freebie at the free throw line. He went 13 or 14 from the free throw line, so that helped him kind of boost up his point total there a little bit. But other than that, he did not shoot well tonight. 8 for 20 from the field. McCollum was shooting okay in the first half. Then the same thing with him. Second half, he became quiet. We completely shut him down. Frank Vogel, to me, redeemed himself after the first game, and he didn't look back. From game 2 and game 3, he's showing his capabilities, especially on the defensive end as a head coach. So, way to bounce back. Kudos to you, Frank Vogel, after the scrutiny and backlash you got after the first game. We had good contributions from the team as a whole. They chipped in committee-wise. We had Caldwell Pope. He started out making he kind of started out a little rough. Then he had a little stint there where he was knocking down a bunch of threes in a row. It was like right after halftime. Him and LeBron James came out on fire from three-point range, and that helped tilt the game into our favor. And we kind of really never looked back at that point. So third quarter to me is where this game was won. And Caruso still playing gritty defense. He gets laughed at in the media, but they don't give him enough credit for as well as scrappy as he is. He's like the Sasha Vujacic or the Derek Fishers of the older Lakers championship teams that we had. He has that type of grit to him. He might not be, I'm trying to think of a top defensive point guard. Maybe Kyle Lowry, maybe Mike Conley. Mike Conley was in his prime, or whatever. He might not be elite of the elite top defensive point guards, but still, it's good enough because it's scrappy. He gets underneath the opponent's skin, and you can tell Damian Lillard, they were flustered. So it was combined with that, plus the big man doing a great job. They continue to do a great job on high pick and rolling, showing and helping moving their feet. That's what I love about Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis particularly. They're great at moving their feet against high pick and rolls, and the guards don't have an easy time blowing past them either that high because they can move their feet well. And that is another difference in this series, because if the Portland Trailblazers were playing anybody else, their bigs would be absolutely too slow to keep up with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum helping on high pick and rolls, and they would really have the upper hand on those teams. And you saw that during the bubble where the Blazers, Damian Lillard was going on this hot tear. They were playing teams with those type of big men. Fleet of foot can't really just help like that on high screen rolls. So we are very well equipped defensively to handle many different looks that teams try to bring to us offensively. And that's the thing that we've been hanging our hat on the whole season. And it's also helped us at times where our offense might get stagnant and we go into these little lows. It still helps us because we're dominant in the paint and we're getting stops consistently on defense to keep us in these ball games. There was even a point in this game where it was we were playing with fire a little bit. The game was kind of nip and tuck, kind of swaying back and forth. And LeBron and Melo, they kind of got on a little mano a mano. You make one, I make one, you make one, I make one. And we needed to just buckle down. And we eventually did that, got our stops, and then just you saw it. As soon as we buckled down, game over. Game over. We shot 65% from the free throw line, which goes back to what I just said. We were kind of playing with fire because we were leaving the door open, missing these free throws and turning the ball over. Those are my only two negatives, really, my main two negatives from this game, because we kind of left the door open and we were still giving Portland hope. You don't want to do that either going into the next game. Come out, put your foot on the neck, beat them. Get the series over with. We need 2 more wins. Get it over with, and just shut up all the naysayers, especially Charles Barkley, who got out the broom and was talking about the Blazers were gonna sweep us and all this other stuff after game 1. Just put them back in their place, get it over with, and comfortably be waiting on the next person, whether it be the Rockets or the Thunder next round. Great game, man. Great game. Way to go, Lakers. I'm proud of y'all defensively, and y'all stepped it up big on the offensive end when it was time to just take over. That's all I have for today, guys. I'll be back with y'all for the next recap after the next game. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so to join the Laker family. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.